Hey guys, Vindicator Jones here. Today we're going to get back into some regular schedule programming and take a look at long range and focus fire engineered weapons in Elite Dangerous. It's one of those things that I've been meaning to take a look at, but never really had the time or the willingness to allocate valuable engineering materials to. But thankfully, since Frontier have done away with engineering commodities, for the time being, it's allowed me to experiment with engineer upgrades and also upgrade some other ships that I've had on the back burner. I've decided to give long-range weapons and focus-fired weapons a test run to see if attacking targets beyond 3 kilometers was viable or indeed effective. I initially tried to do this in a Viper, but was having difficulty with damage levels and distributor power, even fully engineered. So instead I decided to fully engineer a Vulture and use 2 Class 3 fixed pulse lasers with 1 focus fire and 1 with long-range engineered mods. Using fixed weapons is a given, as trying this with gimbals would be totally ineffective. The wobble at these distances would mean 90% of your shots would most likely miss. For those of you who don't know, focus fire and long range weapons are similar in some ways but different in others. Both allow you to increase the range of your selected weapon, but with some differences. Focus fire weapons increase armor piercing, whereas long range weapons do not have damage fall off. What this means is that focus fire weapons will cause more armor penetration and damage potential, but will still suffer damage fall off up to maximum range. Long range will do maximum damage at maximum range and will have no fall off damage, but will also have no armor penetration either. But enough of all this chin wagging, let's just see how effective they can be in the real world. Well, the game. You know what I mean. Okay, here I am in a hazardous zone. I have got a Viper in front of me. Trying to line up this target. Just my pip levels. Okay, he's turning back on me. I've got to try and be mindful of my distance. So, going in reverse, doing a Zabriskie. Oh, he's firing cannons at me, I think. Shields are down. Oh, his hull is dropping reasonably for being, nearly 5k's out. Okay, he's drifting, trying to control my drift. So I can keep... Oh, hang on. Almost. There we go. Oh, no. Hang on. It's hard to tell because it's against the black. I'm sort of guessing here at the moment. Okay. Just got to watch where the little dots, my targeting dots... Here we go. Starting to be a bit more clearer. Anyway, he went down. Not too bad. Okay, got a Cobra here. Gonna see. Okay. Gonna chuck into the... Well, I'm already in reverse, I should say. Oh, that was quick. Oh, he's got missiles. No damage to me though, so that's a good thing. Okay, I'm getting a bit... get too far now. Too far. Hang on. Let him catch up a bit. Come on. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm sort of again guessing. I'm just looking for the little dots, trying to line up on the hull there. There we go. Ugh. There we go. Drat. Cobras are hard to hit head on in the best of times, never mind at these ranges. Sound like I'm having constipation. Anyway. Cool. Who's next? Oh yeah, let's give this guy a go. Oh, there's 2 of them. Alright, I might take out the easiest one first. And go in reverse. Oh, there we go, he's firing at me. That's alright. See, because I'm at distance, he's not doing that much damage to me. Even though I'm within range of his weapons, because of his weapon power drop-off, he's not doing much damage. Although I'm getting a bit too far away. Slowing down, let him catch up a bit. Hard to see where he is. There we go. Okay, chuck into reverse. Oh, what's he doing? I'm currently in turret mode. Okay, shields are down. I have no idea what he's doing. Oh, okay, here we go. It's hard trying to keep your eye on the target and maintain distance, and to make sure I'm not actually reversing into anything too, which I've discovered a couple of times so far. Reverse straight back into asteroids, which is never a fun thing. Okay, he's got tough armor, but it's going down. Gotta watch again. Got my distance. Got to be careful with that. That's probably why it's good that I have long range weapons. I mean, we've got one long range, one focus fire, but if I had both focus fire, I think I'd be struggling a bit more. Anyway, he's about to die, so. Oh. Oh no, he blew up. Alright. Okay, let's try an Anaconda. This should be a lot of fun. Okay, he's heading to face me. I'm at 4 kilometers, so reasonably safe. Now, he's a bigger target, so should be easier to hit, theoretically. Well, I'm maintaining fire on his shields, but I can see by the hits on his shields there in my lower left. That's making it a bit easier to see him against that background. His shields are slowly going down, but they're definitely going down. Okay, they should be dropped. Okay. Because I have phasing sequence, I think I did a bit of hull damage while his shields were still up. I'm not saying that you should use phasing sequence. It's just a random mod that I put onto the weapon without really thinking about it. I'm just more testing for long range and focus fire. Although scrambled spectrum might come in handy at long range, knocking out subsystems as you're flying backwards. Okay, come on. This is the ultimate revenge of a small ship doing a reverse ski on an Anaconda. Well, it's the other way around. Oh, I've gotten a bit too far, I think. No, it's right. Hard keeping my eye on the target and keeping my eyes on the distance. There he goes. Ooh, that was a bit of a long one. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try this in a war zone. Okay, here I am in a war zone. Let's get this boat rolling. Can you get a boat rolling? I guess you can. Anywho, I've got to select a faction. And let's see what we can see. Okay, Anaconda. Let's go for it, shall we? Hopefully my team will help me take him down, and hopefully he'll try to ignore me. Ooh, so much for that. I was hoping he might ignore me because there's other ships in the area attacking him, but obviously not. But even still, he's not doing much damage to me because of the fall off of damage range. And he is getting a bit closer, but I've decided to get it. But it's okay, I managed to pull away now. Because you got to remember, they're probably putting pips into shields and weapons rather than engines, so they're slowing down as well. His hull's slowly moving down. Oh, pips to weapons. Oh god, he's getting a bit closer. God, see, got distracted. Alright. Okay, I'm still beyond 2 kilometers and he's still not doing much damage to me, even though he's firing on me. I'm taking a bit of damage, but normally if I was closer to that Anaconda, I'd be in a lot of trouble right now. But I'm deciding to zoom past him because he was getting a bit too close for my own fault. Getting a bit too close for comfort. So we'll try and zoom past him. I'll zoom and we'll spin around. Sorry, trying to talk and juggle all these things is a bit confusing. I'm a bit far away, so this is good. This is a good spot to be in, 4 kilometers. Be harder for him to turn around and catch me. Although he is slowly starting to gain on me. And I'm trying to hold my target. Ah, look, he's been distracted by someone else, I think, now. That's what I was hoping for. Oh no, he's coming back at me again. Leave me alone. I didn't do anything. Still, I'm not taking that much damage. I lost 1 ring of shields, but that's because I got a bit too close. Oh, looks like I'm going to have to boost again. He's only 24%. What should I do? Nah, I'm going to have to get past him. Put pips into engines. Run, run, run. But this is also another good tactic. Even if they get a bit close, you can run away from them, gain some distance, and allow your shields to recharge. Whoop. Bit too far, bit too far. Okay, put some pips into shields, which I've done. Let him recharge a bit. Let him catch up. I might move forwards. Ah, he's firing on somebody else now. Perfect time. Sneak in there. Take him out. Hopefully. Before his shields come up. Pips into weapons. Yeah, I don't want to get much more closer than this. 3 kilometers is good. Am I going to do it in time? Oops. Ah, drat. Oh dear. Oh dear. Someone. Let my weapons recharge a little bit. I had full pips into engines then because I just didn't want them to catch up to me too quickly. Should be okay this time. Just trying to keep my eye on the target and maintain my distance. Okay. Only 3% left on the hull. Come on. There we go. Die already. Die. Thank you. Okay, one more. We'll do one more. A Viper Mark IV. Shields went down really quickly, which is to be expected for a Viper Mark IV. And I've got my pips all set up wrong there. I should have been a bit more careful. I can hardly see. Oh, he's got rails. Damn it. Thrusters. Trying to... That's a bit harder for him to hit me if I'm using thrusters. Yeah, of course. He still manages to hit me anyway. Try random thruster movements, which makes it a bit harder to stay on target. Stay on target. Stay on target. Sorry, watching too much Star Wars. Okay, come on. Yeah, I'm just getting a bit tired now. My joystick hand is getting a bit sore. And that wasn't a euphemism for something else. Yeah, having a hard time keeping my weapons on this guy. It's really hard to see against that black background. I'm sort of guessing where the middle is and following the weapon dots when they lock onto him. And just trying to guess my way around it. Trying to get a bit closer, maybe to give me a bit more chance. There we go, he should be going down soon. Come on, 2 more %, 1 more %. Yay! Come on, explode. Yay! Alright, that's it, I'm out of here. I will catch you in Space Dock. So there we have it. Focus fire and long range is certainly a very different way to approach combat. Is it effective? Absolutely. Having the ability to completely negate or minimize the opportunity for your target to fire on you is extremely useful in many circumstances. Even if you engage combat normally, but lose your shields, you still have the option of engaging the enemy at range while your shields recharge. But are focus fire and long range practical? In most cases, probably not. Targets can easily boost to catch you, and trying to fly fight assist off in reverse with fixed weapons at ranges of over 3 kilometers is extremely difficult. But admittedly, my skills with fixed are not super fantastic. Wings can also cause quite a few problems, as trying to maintain distance from 2 or 3 moving targets is almost impossible. And suddenly the advantages of long-range weapons kind of disappears. One of the big advantages, however, is even if your target is about 2 kilometers away and you're in a small ship, their weapons do very little damage to you, as their weapons suffer from damage fall off at this range. So dogfighting at 2 kilometers becomes a valid tactic and effective one if used correctly. The biggest advantage I've discovered is your fixed weapon skill level gets a massive boost. Learning to track targets with such fine inputs translates into a significant increase in ship and weapon control. And for this benefit alone, I would really recommend you trying them out. Well, if you can afford to spend the engineering materials on them, that is. As for the differences between focus fire and long range, this was really hard to test objectively. But I did notice through my testing that I tended to fire at much longer ranges than 3 kilometers, as it gave me more of a buffer. So for me, probably long range is better, as I don't suffer the damage fall off from focused. That being said, if you're more comfortable hanging around the 2 to 4 kilometer range, then focus is going to yield much better results. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, mash that like button, and somewhere in space a griefer gets violated with a pineapple. If you haven't already subscribed, now is the time, as I'll be doing some kind of giveaway for my subscribers when I hit 10,000 subs. I'll release more information about this soon. If you can help support this channel on Patreon, I would be super grateful, as I really would like to create more Elite Dangerous content. Also, don't forget to add me on Twitter, cause, I don't know, it's just the in thing, so just do it. Anyway, this is Vindicator Jones signing off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you out there in the big black.